Green sign hanging over the highway, soft and small against the dark. White lines running under the headlights, keeping one unbroken mark. Streetlights passing patient rhythm, warm and low across the glass. Nothing asks for any answer, only lets the minutes pass. A low bass line beneath the engine keeps the night inside its frame. Not a push and not a promise, just a wait without a name. The city stays behind in fragments, amber dots and fading blue. Every mile grows slightly longer, every light a little fewer. Last exit, still ahead, late road overhead. Last exit, not just yet, still the drive, still not there. No car close enough to follow, no sound rising from behind. Only one long ribbon forward, and the hush it leaves in mind. A clean guitar moves for a second, then it falls behind the keys. Like a thought that almost settles, then gives itself to air and breeze. The lane keeps holding to its distance, the signs grow farther thin and green. Everything feels less connected to the places that have been. Nothing in the road is urgent, nothing in the dark insists, only this control continuation. And the glow, the glass still keeps. Last exit, still ahead, late road overhead. Last exit, not just yet, still the drive, still not there. The shoulder lines grow wider apart now, more dark between each passing one. And the rhythm in the speakers feels quieter, but not gone. A truck appears far out in front of me, only taillights, only red. Then the space between us opens, and the road takes what it said. No one tells me take the next one, no one tells me let it run. Still I feel the end approaching, soft and low, but not yet done. The mirror holds a faint remainder of a brighter stretch behind, but it slips into the blackness before it forms into a sign. Last exit, still ahead, late road overhead. Last exit, not just yet, still the drive, still not there. The sign grows clearer for a moment, then is gone before it lands, leaving only lane and silence, and the wheel beneath my hands. The highway keeps its steady breathing, the bass stays warm beneath the tone, and I keep the car in motion, as if the road can't end alone. Quiet over distance. One last line I haven't crossed. And the night keeps rolling softly through what's leaving, through what's lost. Beside me, then it slips back into dark. No one coming from the side lane, no one leaving any mark. The road feels open, calm and level, holding one continuous line. Every second keeps on moving, out of rhythm, out of time. A low chord settles with the engine, soft and warm beneath the air. Not a thought and not a memory, just a sound already there. The signs arrive with more distance than they did a while ago. And the city to afterglow. Quiet merge, no one near, no one near. Road light, crystal clear. Quiet merge, still the same. No new lane, no new name. Nothing changes in the tempo, still the groove keeps moving through. Retro drums beneath the silence, holding everything in view. The guitar tone cuts in lightly, then it fades before it stays. Like a line that almost matters, then gives itself away. No one asked me shift direction. Insistent, smaller green against the black, and the road feels more committed to the long and level track. No bright city left around me, only scattered amber tone, and the voice inside the speakers feels less separate, more alone. Quiet merge, no one near. Road light, crystal Every sign a little dimmer than it was a while away. The road keeps taking what is passing, folding it into the lane. Every mile a little quieter, every light a little strained. A low chord sits behind the engine, soft and patient in the air. Not enough to call attention, just enough to say it's there. The city now is mostly memory, scattered amber in the rear. Still enough to know it's with me, not enough to feel it near. Signal fade, far and thin. Road tone settles in. Signal fade, less to see. Slow sign next to me. No hard thought enters the cabin, only road and passing glow, and the sense of light's receding as the dark spaces grow. The baseline stays below the surface, round and warm and nearly still, and the drums sit farther backward, as if softened by the hill. A dry guitar line moves in once, then it disappears again, like a thought that almost formed, then gave itself back to the rain. The lane ahead keeps all its distance, the signs come slower than before, and the highway feels less crowded, even though there's almost nothing more. Signal fade, far and thin. Road tone settles in. Signal fade, less to see. Slow sign next to me. The windshield holds a broken ribbon of reflected overhead green. Then it thins and slips to blackness, where the brighter road had been. No one tells me where to leave now. No one asks me where to stay. Only this reduced horizon and the low machine-made sway. The keys hang longer in the silence, more like color than a lead, and the voice feels like a weather, drifting softly with the speed. Signal fade, far and thin. Road tone settles in. Signal fade, less to see. Slow sign next to sign fades behind the mirror until it's barely more than tone, and the road keeps moving calmly, as if it wants to drive alone. Along the shoulder, moving steady, measured lines, each one briefly on the windshield, then dissolving out of time. The road keeps holding its direction, flat and calm beneath the wheels. Nothing changes in the distance, only how the silence feels. A low bass rests beneath the motion, warm and even, never loud, like a weight that stays consistent underneath the passing sound. Spacing, more dark between each glow. Every mile feels more open, every mile more slow. Amber mile, rolling on, warm light, nearly gone. Amber mile, soft and the city now is only memory, in the mirror small and thin, just a scattered line of color that the night keeps folding in. A guitar tone slips in gently, then it fades without a trace, it never meant to stay there, just to touch the space. The rhythm stays but feels more distant, not as close as it began, still enough to keep the motion, still enough to understand. The lane remains completely steady, no sharp turn and no release, only one long moving surface, only one continuous piece. A truck appears far out ahead now, then it fades into the air, leaving only deeper silence in the space it used to share. Amber mile, rolling on, warm light, nearly gone. Amber mile, soft and white, only road, only drive. The lamps grow softer as they pass me, less reflection on the glass, and just moving forward without asking what will last. Signs ahead are growing smaller, even as I move toward them. Every marker in the distance feels less certain, more dim. The road feels longer than before now, more space between each light. Something in the open darkness softly widening the night. A low chord sits beneath the engine, steady as the passing lines. Not a sound that asks for meaning, just a tone that fills the time. The mirror holds a fading color of the city far behind. Not enough to call it present, just a trace inside my mind. Far signs, soft green, long road in between. Far signs, still glow, still there, still low. No one driving close beside me, no one passing through the lane. Only this extended distance and the low mechanical grain. The baseline moves without direction, even warm and held in place. Not pulling into anything, just filling empty space. A guitar line cuts in briefly, then it disappears again, like a thought that almost mattered, then dissolved into the lane. Far signs, soft green, long road in between. Far signs, still glow, still there, still low. space between the same. The road feels slightly more exposed now, less contained by light and form. Not because it's changed direction, just less shaped by what was warm. A low rhythm sits beneath the cabin, soft and even, barely heard. Not a beat that calls attention, more like something without words. The keys hold longer in the silence, more air between each chord, and the voice feels like a distance that the night is moving toward. Shoulder glow, quiet faces and the dark surrounding space. The bass remains but feels more subtle, not as close beneath the tone. Still enough to hold the motion, still enough to feel alone. A faint guitar appears for seconds, then it slips away again, like it never meant to linger in the late night frame. Shoulder glow, quiet side, late road, open wide. Shoulder glow, soft control, just the line, just the road. The shoulder line begins to fade now, less visible than before. Still enough to trace the roadway, but not enough for more. The night keeps stretching out beside me with no edge to interrupt, and the car keeps moving forward with a quiet, steady hum. The divider line keeps shifting, white to gold, then back again. Every passing light rewrites it, then returns it to the same. The road no longer feels like city, more like something stretched and thin, with the dark between the markers pulling slowly from within. A low bass tone beneath the motion holds a steady undercurrent, not a force that leads the driving, just a quiet form of current. The signs appear with longer spacing, each one smaller than before, and the distance grows between them, like it's asking something more. Late divider, through the frame, soft light, no new name. Late divider, holding on, one lane, going long. No one driving close beside me, no one crossing through the side, only this controlled direction and the dark that runs beside. The keys begin to stretch a little longer space between each tone, and the voice feels less like presence, more like something overthrown. A guitar line comes in gently, dry and slightly out of time, then it slips beneath the rhythm, like it never crossed the line. Late divider, through the frame, soft light, no new name. Late divider, holding on, one lane, going long. The mirror shows a fading pattern of the lights I left behind, but it breaks before it settles into anything defined. The road continues without asking for a turn or any sign, only this extended movement, holding steady through the line. Late divider, through the frame, soft light, no new name. Late divider, holding on, An open toll appears ahead now, empty lanes and sodium light. No one waiting in the booth there, no delay inside the night. The road expands for just a moment, wide and bright beneath the frame. Then it folds back into silence as if nothing really changed. A low rhythm keeps repeating, but it feels more spaced apart, like the groove is slowly stretching through a quieter kind of heart. The bassline moves without direction, even warm and slightly low. Not enough to shift the motion, just enough to let it flow. Open toe, no one there. White road, cold air. Open toe, passing through. Still night, still blue. The overhead signs lose the color as the booths fall far behind, leaving only blackened roadway and the shape it leaves in mind. A faint delay trails every chord now, falling further than before, like the sound itself is drifting toward a distant shore. The lights reflect across the dashboard, then they break and fade away. Nothing stays long enough to matter. speed remains the same, and the sense of something ending moves but never takes a name. No sign demands a clear decision. Still the pressure starts to grow, like the road is gently asking if I want to let it go. Final lane, still moving, no stop, still choosing. Final lane, not quite done. Road breath, one by one. The final stretch keeps pulling forward, without breaking, without sound, and the car stays in the motion as the night closes around. Everything the road was holding now feels thinner than before. Less reflection on the window, less color on the floor. Streetlights fade into wider spacing, more dark between each line. Every mile feels more reduced now, every sign less defined. A low bass sits beneath the silence, still warm but less in reach. Not a rhythm pulling forward, just a tone below the speech. The keys stretch longer into nothing, more air between each chord, like the sound is slowly leaving what it used to hold before. Road residue, soft remains. Last lights in the lanes. Road residue, almost gone. Still the drive, still not dawn. us to share. Distant green above the highway holds its place against the dark, not getting closer any faster, just a quiet, steady mark. The road feels slower in perception, the speed remains the same. Everything grows more internal. Everything without a name. A low chord rests beneath the engine, soft and stretched into the air. Not a sound that asks for meaning, just a tone already there. The bass line feels more like a presence than a pattern in the groove, not pulling into any direction, just something that can move. Distant green, far and small, still there. Overall, distant green, soft and thin. One more turn, somewhere in. No thought grows large enough to matter. No emotion breaks the line. Only this quiet observation of the road and passing time. The keys hold longer into silence. The drums fall further back, and the voice feels almost hidden inside the fading track. The mirror shows no strong reflection, only fragments of before, and the distance ahead remains more open than before. Distant green, far and small, still there. Overall, distant green, soft and thin. One more turn, somewhere in. The sign remains for just a moment, then dissolves into the air, leaving only empty roadway and the sound that lingers there. The car continues without question, without pressure to decide. Only one more stretch of motion, and the night at either side. Distant green, far and small, still there. Overall, fades into something softer, almost nothing left to see, and the road keeps moving forward quietly. A final marker on the shoulder passes in a softer blur, not enough to leave a question, only enough to stir. The highway now feels mostly silence, more space than sound remains. The groove still lives beneath it, but less tied to the lanes. A low bass pulse continues, even steady, almost still. Not a force that leads the motion, just a quiet form of will. The keys stretch further into distance, longer gaps between each tone. The sound itself is leaving what it used to call its own. Last marker, moving past, soft sign, not the last. Last marker, still not gone. One more lane, one more song. In the mirror, no light grows from ahead. Only one more measured section of the road I haven't left. A guitar tone flickers lightly, then dissolves into the mix, like it never meant to stay there, just exist and fades behind the window before it forms a shape, leaving only deeper darkness and the rhythm it can't escape. Last marker, moving past, soft sign, not the last. Last marker, still not gone. One more lane, one more song. The road begins to feel more narrow, though the speed remains the same, and the sense of nearing end deeper part of night. A low bass rests beneath the cabin, barely moving, barely there. Not a groove that needs to follow, just a tone inside the air. The keys extend into the silence, longer space between each note, like a sound is slowly drifting further from what it wrote. Soft detour, almost there. Late air, fading glare. Soft detour, passing by. One more road under sky. No headlights cross the mirror, no signal breaks ahead. Only this reduced horizon and the thoughts I never said. The guitar appears in fragments, dry and distant in the frame. Then it slips beneath the texture without leaving any name. The lane keeps holding one direction, though it feels more narrow now, like the road is slowly folding into something I allow. Soft detour, almost there. Later, fading glare. Soft detour, passing by. One more road under sky. The sign for turning fades beside me without asking for a choice. And the night keeps all its distance inside the low, soft voice. The road continues past the option without breaking, without sound. Only one more quiet section of the dark that moves around. Soft detour, almost there. Late air, fading glare. Soft detour, passing by. One more road under sky. The painted line dissolves in darkness, then returns in softer gray, and the car keeps moving forward through the last stretch of delay. The shoulder feels a little closer than it did a while ago. Not because the road has shifted, just a change in how I know. The lights are fewer now beside me, less reflection on the glass. Every second feels more settled, every moment slower pass. A low chord rests beneath the silence, just a trace of what it wore. The baseline holds but feels reduced now. Less a pulse and more a tone. Still enough to keep me moving. Still enough to feel alone. Near shoulder, less to hide. Late road at the side. Near shoulder, quiet frame. Still the drive. Still the same. No cars enter from the distance. No lights follow from behind. Only one long empty surface, and the shape it leaves in mind. The keys repeat a softer figure, barely changing as they stay, like a breath that keeps returning without asking me to stay. A faint guitar tone slips through once, then it disappears again, like a line that almost mattered, then dissolved into the lane. Near shoulder, less to hide. Late road at the side. Near shoulder, quiet frame. Still the drive. Still the same. The shoulder line begins to vanish, then returns in thinner white, holding just enough of structure through the final part of night. The road continues without asking for a reason or a sign. Only this soft continuation through the narrowing line. Everything now moves more slowly, even while the speed stays true. Lights take longer crossing glass, dark takes longer too. The road feels smaller than before now, less distance left to hold. Every sign a little softer, every light less bold. A low bass tone becomes a shadow, more than something I can hear. Just a shape beneath the surface, keeping everything near. The keys stretch into quiet spaces, long and pale against the air. Not a phrase that needs to finish, just a tone that settles there. road keeps breathing underneath me, low and steady, calm and thin. And the night feels less like distance, more like something closing in. The frame does not stop around me, it just widens into gray. And the car keeps moving softly through the end of what can stay. The final turn is not dramatic, just a little less of road, just a little more of silence, just a smaller moving glow. The sign appears and then behind me, green reduced to passing light. Everything becomes more subtle in the final part of night. A low chord rests beneath the ending, soft and even, almost still. Not a sound that asks for closure, just a tone without a will. The bass line fades into the surface, no longer separate from air, still enough to hold the motion, still enough to keep me there. Quiet turn, last release, night road, minor piece. Quiet turn, not complete, still the hum, still the beat. No one asks me, make a choice now. No one tells me where to go. Only this soft continuation of the road I almost know. The keys hold one last warm reflection, the drum machine one final trace. And the voice becomes the distance that the night cannot replace. A faint guitar tone flickers once more, then it disappears for good, leaving only low vibration where it once stood. Quiet turn, last release, night road, minor piece. Quiet turn, into something barely seen, and the drive becomes a memory of some